Hey everybody, Terry here with Fast Cast Rods, and this is going to be one of the most fun videos I make because I didn't even think about this, but uh, I wanted to make a video on ice fishing in California. So if you're like me and you're from Northern California, Southern California, anywhere in California, and you've always wondered, you think, honestly, when I thought about ice fishing, I think of like Alaska and Minnesota and Wisconsin and Montana and Wyoming, all these cold Midwest states and stuff like that, and you wonder, you know, the Golden State, can you fish, can you ice fish in California? Yes, you can ice fish in California, and I'm going to tell you a couple of spots where you can fish at because it is awesome. I'm from Northern California myself, and some of these lakes are just right up the road, and I never thought that you could ice fish here, but you can. So, where can you ice fish at? Well, there's a couple of really popular lakes. One, and some of my favorite camping lakes, Caples Lake in Northern California, Silver Lake, phenomenal camping and fishing. I love Silver Lake. Red Lake, Boca Lake. There's a bunch of them. Lake Davis. There's more than I ever could have imagined places to ice fish in California. I just didn't think it existed. Even though it does get cold up here, I'm pretty close to Lake Tahoe and Reno, right there at the Y. And in case you're wondering where I live. And even though it snows, and it snows feet because we snowboard and we ski and stuff like that, and we do have the Sierras and stuff, but I didn't think it ever really froze enough to actually ice fish, and it is possible. So really awesome news, especially anybody in California that was thinking about ice fishing that you thought you might have to leave the state. No, you don't have to do that. But there is some gotchas. First of all, anybody that lives in California or anybody that lives where it snows, you know that they don't always plow non-county maintained roads, and they don't always plow county maintained roads when there's a huge storm. They will plow the most commonly used roads, like California. A good one for us is Interstate 80 and Highway 50. Highway 50 goes up to South Lake Tahoe, and Interstate 80 goes to Reno. They'll plow those, but some of the roads that you need to take to get to like Caples and Silver Lake and stuff like that, you need to be really careful of because they don't always plow the roads. And you need to be, the reason for that is not only could you get stuck, of course, and possibly even need like a four-wheeler or snow machine or something like that, like snowmobile, to get to, is that once you get there, if it starts snowing or something like that, you might not be able to get back. So always check Caltrans before you go fishing, especially in the winter months, because it could happen like that. Snowstorm come up and it could dump. Now, another thing is not only getting there, but actually having to carry your gear. Some lakes, you don't just park at the lake. You have to park and you have to walk. So if you're going to get out, and you're going to say like Silver or Caples, if you're going to get out and you're going to have to walk a certain amount out to the water and then walk on the frozen water and drill a hole, that's very dangerous. You need snowshoes or anything or something like that can get you out there, maybe a sled or something that you can pull your gear behind with to drill the hole and stuff like that. But safety is always first when it comes to ice fishing, period. Tell someone where you're going if you're not going with buddies. Even if you're going with buddies, tell friends, tell family, hey, look, I'm going to go ice fishing in California, right? And when their head stops spinning too, you can tell them where you're going. And then make sure that you have enough supplies and stuff where if you might get stuck or you get stuck somewhere, that you can at least walk somewhere, or you might be walking a great distance or something, because not all of us have like four-wheelers and quads, and I don't know any of my friends that have a snowmobile in California. So always make sure you can get to where you're going and be safe about where you're going. So I wrote an awesome article. I can't explain it all here because some of it goes into, not only does it give you a breakdown of all the lakes in California that you can ice fish at, it also tells you what is working best. Are salmon eggs working? Are night crawlers working? or any lures or any type of jigs working. It's going to give you an awesome breakdown of the lakes, what time of year that you can go or expect to be able to ice fish at like Cables and Silver and stuff like that, because California is weird. It will snow sometimes in November. Sometimes it won't snow until December or January, and you really need to get that heavy snow and ice in to get that nice layer on the lake. So check it out. I linked it down below the description, or you can go to fastcastrods.com/California ice fishing. And if you have any questions at all, if you're living in California especially, and you have any questions at all for us about the different lakes that we've put in the article, or about the different baits and stuff like that, don't hesitate to leave us a comment below, and we'll try to help you out, or you can leave a comment on the article. Anyway, until next time, see you then.